The adventures of Koholint Island begin. Join me as I play Link's Awakening, my second Zelda game ever. Thanks for watching, and enjoy. Well, everyone, welcome back to The Face Dungeon, I should specify. Not just welcome back to The Face, because that would be kind of odd. So yeah, make sure the orange is, enabled here. That way, that's all available for you to defeat the wizard raccoons, as I'm calling them. I don't know what the actual names are, because the bats are named Keese. The raccoons are probably named some... I don't know. My name is BrianSaviano, a.k.a. Bricks O'Brien. And we're wrapping up this dungeon here, and there's only a couple more left, ladies and gentlemen. And what I'm going to be doing is doing some extra stuff too, because this game is relatively short, and these episodes have been shorter than my typical shtick that I do. I like to make them, the videos, like as long as they need to be. I don't like to make them long. So, or I don't like to make them short for the sake of being short, or long for the sake of being long. So, I put a poll on social media, and people were like, "Hey, we would prefer." I said, "Do you want more shorter videos or longer, fewer episodes?" So like you're still getting the same amount of stuff, but you're getting shorter episodes. That way it's a bit easier for you. Or do you want longer ones? Would you prefer longer ones? And a lot of the parents that were out there were like, "Hey, we would prefer shorter ones because it's easier to say like, all right, one more video, and then you have to go to bed or you have to go to school or whatever." So it's a bit easier that way. And otherwise, if I had just done one dungeon per video, then these episodes would be 40 minutes long, which is a bit long, even for my typical videos. I try to keep them like 25 to 30 minutes, so decided to change that and do that way. So hopefully you don't mind these being a bit shorter here. I know I'm cutting them between, in the middle of dungeons and whatnot, but these topics have been a bit more spotty anyways, just talking about random stuff. So it's not like I, am staying on topic with the game in any capacity. I'm definitely, absolutely not. So, yeah, there's that. And, what else have I got going on? Nothing really, I'm just, I'm ready to go to the Canada. I'm very excited to go to Canada. Go to Canada, do the thing in the thing, and go home. I'm ready to get some rest and just get excited, get in the zone for the holiday season. But I think what I'm going to do is once I get back, I'm going to take a small break-ish from doing videos to build the Lego Ideas treehouse that I've wanted to build forever. And after I do that, then I'll get back into, I think Luigi's Mansion I'll do next. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, Life is crazy, one thing, and then the other thing, and So, I was back in here before, didn't quite realize that I needed to defeat all the enemies in here to actually make this happen here. So, that's that. And now we can go downstairs, and oh, there's giant slimes, just like in Minecraft. There it is. And I would have avoided that slime if I had just stayed down there, but whatever. And I love this charging and jumping thing. I love how that works, just like how far you go. And for some reason, Link jumping in this aspect is very satisfying. Like the jump that he does from the side, the way he does like not a twirl, but like a somersault-ish sort of thing, just looks really cool. It just feels very satisfying. It's like when Mario does his side jump, I guess that's a reoccurring trend. Like if it's to the side, viewed from the side, or a side scroller or something like that, then yeah, it's oddly satisfying for me. So now, earlier in this playthrough, there was a Sony Nintendo Direct happening. Now there's an Xbox One. So now the Xbox One is on. So I'm looking at the corner of my eye to see if there's anything actually really cool looking. So far, I can confirm nothing that I am very interested in. The new Halo game, great. Whatever. I'm not a big Halo fan, at least as of right now. I feel so bad. I've had an Xbox that I bought many months ago, like February, right? And I've just been so busy with videos that I haven't had a good amount of time to just sit down and play a lot of the games that I want to. So I'm hoping after the beginning of the year, like between, you know, New Year's and like my birthday, I can just like chillax here. So we'll see how well that goes. Now, what I really love about this section here, with these pieces here, is if you know chess, then you know where these will actually go. So I'll just disable this right here just because. Get rid of that. There we go. Just so we can do that. Now, the way that the horse moves in chess is by going to a particular spot and having that land there. So you can see that there is black and white spaces, and so the one on the left is a black space. So you need to move from a black space to a black space. So from what I understand, like obviously that won't work right there. So you have to play it as if it were chess. At least I believe. Now, some of them, like the way a horse moves, is it moves like an L. So you're going like up 1, 2, 3, then over to the left or the right. I think you can choose either way. So you need to position yourself that way, just as I did right there, going from a black space to a black space. There you go. So now you have to do that with the white space there, which I think I get in one shot. I'm not quite sure. Right there. Bam, there we go. So now for other dungeons, there's a couple other rooms that actually have this. I don't know if the same rules apply. It seems like they don't, but there you go. There's a Sally selling seashells by the seashore. You really see the lisp happening there when I say that stuff there. So, yeah, now we're editing back to that room with the spinning tiles before. Now that we have our power bracelet and enhancement, that allows us to really get rocking and rolling here with all sorts of stuff. Why am I using that? Because I thought it was the boomerang. Taking a bunch of damage there, unfortunately, but yeah. So, what's cool about, at least with, like, I'm really missing the boomerang there, really. I just totally, I just do one at a time. How's that? And you can actually pick those up and toss the raccoon wizards into each other, and they are a one-hit destruction, which is cool. And I guess he woke up and disappeared, so you know what? That's fine, too. So there we go. One, and then just, there you go. Dunzo. So, for actually the rest of this episode, I don't edit. So, I know that I keep saying stuff like that, and you're like, Brian, I don't really care, or like, whatever. But, like, it's interesting for me because I usually edit out stuff when I don't figure stuff out properly, or, you know, it's a bit more difficult in general for me, and I'm getting random text messages from, you know what, that's a weirdest thing, right? You get all these random text messages from all these random people, and now this random person who I don't know, do I know this person? Oh, I think do I don't, wait, no? Do I? Yeah, but did my contacts get deleted? No way. Oh, no. My contacts got deleted when setting up my grandfather's other phone. Did I really do that? No way. I might have done that. Huh. Because you need a Google account to set up a phone, and I don't want my grandfather having my contacts because he doesn't need all the people that I do. So I might have deleted all my contacts by accident. Huh. Okay. Because that was Ricky and Charles. And 2019. I'm messing with this. 2019. 2020. You don't know anyone's phone numbers. Why would you do that? This boss is easy. This is pretty cool. You gotta just grab the metal ball before he does and throw it at him. Why would you need to know someone's phone number? You know, you don't. You absolutely don't. Just look someone up by their name through social media. Call them up if you need to. You have everyone's phone numbers. You never actually you only memorize a couple phone numbers, right? America, it's 911 for emergencies. Obviously makes sense. You gotta know that one, right? Simple enough. 3 digits, 911. Then, you know, your parents, mom, dad, you know, that's about it. Who else do you need to know? Your best friend? Why would you need their phone number? Why would you need it? You know, maybe for emergencies, yeah. But, like, you're probably calling your parents. You're probably calling emergency. If you are really in trouble, you're calling emergency services / mom and dad / parental guardian, aunt, uncle, whatever, right? You're not calling Charles. You think I'll call Charles in an emergency? That man, he doesn't pick up for anyone. He could be getting a call saying, "Oh, we're gonna give you $1 million if you pick up the phone right now." He won't pick up. Absolutely not. Charles, we will grant you everlasting happiness in life if you pick up this phone right now. He won't pick up. It doesn't matter. Literally, no. It's just not gonna work. So, and for some reason, I'm trying to finagle this, and it wasn't working before. So I think I actually deleted all my contacts. And if that is the case, I'm going to be not really mad, very disappointed. And it's a massive pain in the butt. Massive pain. So I don't know yeah, I don't know. So yeah. There's your development for this episode. I could have just made him an account. I could have made him an account to link to his device instead of doing mine. Oh, I can sync it up from a update. I can sync it from before. Yes. Oh, yeah. Restore from a backup. Excuse me. Restore from a backup. I can do that. I'm going to do it off the camera. Yeah, I'm not going to do that now. I can restore it from the cloud. Over there. The cloud. I can do it. Thank you, cloud. Thank you. Praise be the cloud. Right there. I think I can. Like Thomas the Tank Engine, I think I can. I'm 99% sure I can. So, after I get my haircut, that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to set him up for his own Google account. Alright? That way, it gets all taken care of here. So, like, right here. I don't realize what I actually need to do. Like, I'm pretty sure it, like, and sometimes they land in the spot anyways. But, there we go. So, that's the same logic there. There we go. So, I don't know why sometimes it seems like it didn't work before in other areas that we're going to get to soon enough, but yeah. And through here, I don't think you need to run. Yeah, I think you do. So just run your way through here. There you go. That's easy enough to acknowledge. And you know what? As I'm looking at this Microsoft thing, I don't have the volume on. I don't know what they're actually saying. But, like, it looks very... Like, I'm excited for what Microsoft has to offer for the next console generation thing here. Because I don't really care about... I'm not a PlayStation... No, I'm not in the PlayStation Alliance, you know? So, I'm just curious to see what actually unfolds. So, and, like, Microsoft has... Not really any games that I want to. Like, I mean, I think they have more stuff in the wheelhouse of what I would want compared to what PlayStation, you know, for, like, family-friendly stuff pretty much is pretty much what I like anyways. So, I don't know. But so, like, for this one right here, right? So we go over here, grab this. A bunch of rupees. Yay, 300. Cool. Which, you only need 300 for another thing coming up soon enough now. But we have 1,200 rupees. That's plenty. Absolutely plenty. But, yep, there's that one there. And then that's not going to work, right? So you need to be from the black space there. But now, you see, like, the orientation, it won't work properly. You can't do that. So I think it takes me a little bit of time to actually figure out where exactly I need to go. But what you need to do is visualize on here that, let's say, the space above the black space where I'm at right now. Say that's white. The one next to that, right beneath where the blue thing is a black one as well. So you basically have to, like, envision that the board is still there, but the colors obviously are not colored correctly. So from right here... Did that not work right there? I thought it should, but whatever. You'll see the exact spot I need to go on anyways, but I tested out here for a little bit just to see what exactly I need to do. But, let's see here. No. Where does it go? Is it over here? No, clearly not. That doesn't make any sense. And I keep trying it from right there. I keep thinking that is it, but it's not. So maybe from this point is where I'm looking up where exactly it is. What about right there? And it's like it's right there. So that is not technically... Oh, it's a different chess piece. Oh, it's a different piece. That's a different piece. It's not the horse. It's not the horse. I'm just realizing that now. They all looked like horses before. I thought they all were. That is a different piece. So I don't know how that piece moves, clearly. So sorry. I thought that was the only one that moved, interestingly. Because the queen, like, no, I'm not even going to try to figure out and try to rationalize how each of the chess pieces move. I am a checkers guy, but I played chess when I was in, not competitively or anything, you know. I played it when I was in elementary school. I learned, and I thought I was so smart. Like, oh, look at how cultured I am. I know how to play chess. I'm 12. Like, it's not hard. It's just an interesting game for sure. You know, it's a game of trying to outwit your opponents. So that's kind of half of it right there. And I don't think he's gonna actually get that. No, he's not. You can feed it right into the thing's mouth there, and you can't use 2 shots right in a row there. He'll deny it, or she'll deny it, whatever. I don't know, whatever. If it's a guy blob or a girl blob, whatever. So they won't like eat it immediately. So you got to give it a little bit of a break here. Let it move like 2 or 3 spaces. Probably let it change direction, then it'll go. But basically, you could walk right up to it. You don't have to throw it like I keep doing from a distance. You can just walk right up to them. They'll swallow it, and boom, there you go. Then you get a little golden... That's a fairy. Okay, it looked like a little roach, like a golden roach. Oh, so what I could have done was use the fairy bottle on those things to save it for later. I'm so stupid. Yep, I didn't realize that. Nope, I didn't realize that. Because so I'm playing this game on a 65-inch TV. Now you may say, Brian, how on earth do you not realize that that's actually a fairy when your screen is that big? But my screen is further away, right? So when I'm looking at the TV, technically from my perspective, the preview I have on my computer right now of the video you're watching is almost... It's slightly smaller than how big my TV looks. So the fact that I can see the screen closer to me, I can identify stuff more easily, and now I can see it's a fairy, instead of it being like a little golden bug. I don't know. So, you know, you gotta get into the mind of Bricks O'Brien here. I didn't even realize that was a fairy. Because, like, oh, they appear, whatever, okay, well, I can't use them. So I guess I'll just get both of them. You can use the fairy bottle and do that there, and you're totally good. But I was blissfully ignorant to the situation. So my sincerest apologies for that. But it's not like I need them anyways. There are other places that fairies do appear. I think they actually appear in the overworld at some point when you're defeating certain enemies or under certain circumstances or whatever. So I don't know. But I clearly don't know. Like, I haven't encountered them. I don't think I've encountered them in the overworld. Only in boss dungeons and whatnot. Now, the backtracking here is a bit tedious. So I think I do show it just for the sake... I mean, obviously, yeah, I do. Because I didn't edit. But I show it. That way you can more easily navigate and gain a perspective on where things are. So as much as this is backtracking, technically, I want to show you... you know, which way you need to go, what you need to do. I don't know why I keep holding this thing. Like, it's just a very, like, it looks like a claw, you know? You just like shaking, you know, like, it looks like, not like the beak from here, but like, it could go for like a beak. Like that, look like a bird, you know? Oh yeah, totally, I look absolutely like a bird. Look at that. That is totally a bird's beak right there. And I guess I wanted to use the ocarina. No. You know, we should have a third equipable spot right here. I think that'd be the most ideal thing. And I don't know what item do we use? Is it It's definitely not magic. Oh, I think I know what I do. I just leap toward it eventually. I try to figure it out myself. But you leap toward it and use a sword when it's not pulling you in. There you go. That's how you defeat that thing. Because you have to. You can't escape the room. And I could totally see how you might be thrown off. Because that thing doesn't look destructible by, you know, a sword. It looks like a magical thing, I guess. You know, it doesn't look like it's feasible. But yeah, you can't even toss it over that way. It's not even going to take it. It's just going to fall into that hole no matter what. So, there's that idea there. And, yeah, you will lose half a heart by falling into the hole there. But, you know, you'd fall, you know, there you go. Oh, it actually worked out. Oh, there's other enemies, too. So, oh, you know what? So you don't have to defeat that thing. You have to defeat the other enemies. that thing doesn't count. So, yeah, you can get away with it there, I guess. I just totally didn't do the correct order of operation. Whatever, you know. It's all good. So, push that out of the way. Get shot by that thing there, which will totally happen. We're going to use the powers of... Well, we don't need to use magic. We could. But then we're going to go into the boss area here. A very interesting boss. A very odd-looking boss. You don't need to turn on the lights there. You don't need to turn all the lights on. Oh. That's an old song. It's a face. That's why it's called the Face Dungeon. It's just a big old face on the ground. Hey, dummy. Need a hint? My weak point is... Whoops. There I go. Talking too much again. All right. It's called Facade. Get it? Facade, like it's like a farce. It's like a facade. Like you can't see this. Yeah. So get rid of all these things here. We're gonna toss a bomb in his face. What a better means of destroying a giant face on the ground than throwing a bomb at it. And that'll take care of him. There you go. Those things are still gonna launch at you, but they only do that once. There's only one little sequence of that. Those do not respawn there. Now, as soon as you do that, this boss becomes very easy because there's going to be all these little areas that he tries to trap you in. But if you keep just tossing the bomb over toward his way, those things won't even approach you even remotely so. And this boss is pretty much done without any hesitation here. It looks like his eye is like, you know, he's got something in his eye there. He's got the top down of that dodge, and he's got a bug in his eye. Okay, listen up. If the windfish wakes up, everything on this island will be gone forever. Not like I care, because if I'm an imagination, you're an imagination too, so it doesn't matter. We're all in the Matrix, ladies and gentlemen, even in the real world, but that's a topic for another day. So there's a heart container there, and another instrument for the windfish's waking up sequence, and of course, give me a little more triangle here. There we go. It'd be great if it were a cowbell, that'd be even better. The coral triangle has been acquired. And make sure that you, you know, embrace that. Have that do the little ding-a-ling sound there. Shamalama ding-dong, whatever it is. And there it is. And block your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh, it's bright. You're watching this at 4 a.m.? Wake up, baby. Mountain. Go to the mountain. Go. Something calls from the mountains. So I guess we're going into the mountains next because that's what we're obligated to do, right? I want to thank you guys and girls for listening, watching, tuning in, and meowing it out with me as always. My name has been BrianSaviano, a.k.a. Bricks O'Brien, as Professor Hoot Hoot comes toward us to talk to us once again. Many monsters of this island fear the windfish is about to awaken. That's because it is. I'll see you again next time for more Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Have a great day in the meantime. Peace out. Bye.